Divine Creator, Episode 9, Go to Sleep Wealthy. There's this quote by Orson Marden, and it says, "It's a psychological law that whatever we desire to accomplish, we must impress upon the subjective or subconscious mind." You can use sleep as a catalyst to help you achieve your dreams and goals in life. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. In fact, it's constantly operating at a deeper level than you may be aware of. It's constantly running below the surface, almost like a computer that you're not actively using or consciously using. It's still operating unbeknownst to you. Your subconscious mind is constantly operating and bringing forth the desires that we have, those things that we have impressed upon it. And often it's things that we do not want, things that we fear, anything that we can keep in our mind, we can hold on to and also feel it. So it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, whatever we could unite with feeling and also see it in our mind's eye, it will be impressed upon our subconscious mind. And always remember that our subconscious mind is impulsive. It doesn't think. It's what we impress upon it, and it simply brings forth whatever it is to pass. Now we can begin to think of your preparation time for sleep as if you were a gardener who sows seed into the earth and waits patiently for the harvest. Although the farmer or gardener can't see the seed anymore after it drops into the earth, and he covers it with mounds of dirt, it immediately begins the process of bringing forth its ultimate purpose. A gardener doesn't see or doesn't oftentimes have the working knowledge of how things happen. They simply plant the seed, nurture that seed, and they know that harvest will come. So think of yourself, think of sleep time as you are a gardener and you're preparing for your harvest or your dreams and goals to be fulfilled. So right before you go to sleep, you notice that you get into a drowsy, really relaxed state of mind. I want you to challenge yourself to experience your greatest desires and dreams right before you go to sleep. Just feel as if it is happening. Play it almost as if it's on a motion picture screen in your mind and you're feeling it, you're living it. It's actually happening right now. And feel that state. Feel it with all your being. And just simply drift off to sleep after you have attained that feeling. By doing this, what you're doing is impressing your desire onto your subjective or subconscious mind. And it will bring forth the results of our most dominant thoughts and in our dominant impressions. I know you may be thinking in the back of your mind, how long should you do this? You should practice and get in a routine of doing this every night of your life until you simply see your desire manifested in your life. It will be difficult, however, for you to practice this if you're not hungry enough to see your desire fulfilled. If you want something bad enough and you feel that your cause is just, you will receive your desire, but you must want it bad enough. No one could want it for you as badly as you want it for yourself. And if you want it bad enough for yourself, anything in your life, any goal, any dream that you really want bad enough, you will do whatever it is to fulfill that purpose of your dreams and goals. So you must have a passion. And you don't need anyone to believe in you if you believe within yourself. There's this verse in the Bible, and I'll quote it. And it says, if you can believe, all things are possible to him that believes. It doesn't matter what anyone else says, what anyone believes about you. It's what you believe about you ultimately. I remember Mike Tyson, the famed former heavyweight boxing champion. He was asked a question several years ago. I remember seeing this interview after he had already retired from boxing, and he began acting in some movies. One of them was the Hangover trilogy movies. I think there were 3 Hangover movies, and he was in that movie, and it was a hit. All 3 of them were pretty good. And he also began acting out his life story on Broadway in a theatrical format. The reporter asked him, he said, what made you change your life after constantly getting into trouble throughout the years? And if anyone knows Mike Tyson or the story of Mike Tyson when he was heavyweight champion, he would get into trouble, it seemed like, all the time. And he would do some seemingly ridiculous things. But Mike said, I simply got tired of losing. He said he got tired of losing money, just losing as far as people saying bad things about him or thinking negatively about him because he was behaving negatively. He was able to look back over his life, and he simply had enough of receiving the same old negative results. And it made him so uncomfortable that he made a conscious decision to make better decisions. He simply made a conscious decision to make better decisions. Even so with every one of us, we must get tired enough of the things that we don't want to choose something that we do want. I say this once and I say it again. You can't turn from something until you turn to something. The power of our lives is not stopping doing anything, but it's in the starting of doing something. So even so with all of you who are currently listening to me right now and would really like to change something about your life experience, you just need to get tired of your present circumstances in order to reach for something greater. You must sense the greatness within you. Whatever that greatness is, it could be different for each individual, but you must sense that greatness within you. What makes you great? What's great about you? Everything, every being has greatness within them, but you must find out what it is. Observe yourself. What is it about you? Begin to water it like a good gardener. After you've planted your seed into the ground, which is symbolic of sleep. We're just using it as symbolically. But water it. Water that greatness within you. Use sleep every single night to help you accomplish your goals. And what you will notice over a short period of time, when you wake up, you will feel more pleasurable, a more pleasurable mood, because you're impressing upon your subconscious mind a pleasurable thought along with feeling it. You can change the momentum. You know, sometimes you could, when you wake up in the morning, you have a mood, a certain mood, and you might wonder, why am I feeling this way? Do I have a negative mood? You've heard people say throughout your lifetime, I'm sure, I'm in a bad mood and I woke up that way. But what happened was they have impressed that upon their subconscious mind. So imagine if you began to consciously do things that you really want to experience, or impress upon your subconscious mind a feeling, a dream fulfilled or a desire fulfilled, and your mood changes to match that which you desire. It happens, and you can do this yourself right now. You can begin today. There's this quote by Nikos Kazakis, and he said, in order to succeed, we must first believe that we can. We must first believe that we can succeed. Stop depending on others to believe in you. If you begin believing in yourself, other people will then begin believing in you. But you are the fire starter. There's this other quote by Soren Kierkegaard, and it says, our life always expresses the result of our dominant thoughts. That thing that's dominant with us, within us, our life expresses it. So begin today. Let the meditation of your dream fulfilled, maturated with feeling, bring forth your every desire. Everything you learn, you must begin cultivating, putting it into action. It doesn't matter if you hear something that motivates you for the moment and you don't put it into practice, you won't reap the rewards that you could otherwise reap. Always deal with simplicity. Do the small things, and you begin to see greatness within you. You don't have to do anything so large and humongous. Do something small each and every day, and you will build momentum and confidence of doing something, working towards your desires. I would like to thank you for listening to my podcast, And don't forget to join me next week with an all-new episode so that you can begin the process of your new mind creation.